my husband is an elementary school principal, and with that job, sometimes he does some weird things for the children. He's been pied in the face quite a few times at assemblies or just weird stuff like that. And they're always like school-wide rewards. In this situation, the kids at the school met their reading goal, and so they got to choose something to happen to the principal. One of the options they were given and chose was to have my husband on the roof of the school for the day. And this specific day was a winter day and it had snowed a ton. And so one of the other teachers at the school knew he was going to be on the roof all day. So they brought an elf costume. Again, that's another like elementary school teacher thing. Like who has like adult size elf costume? So my husband sat on the roof dressed like an elf all day. I didn't even know it was happening. So my husband came home from school that day with our daughter. She was in first grade. This is when we had Poppy. So the evenings were a little hectic. You know, I'm holding our daughter, trying to get dinner made, get the kids situated in bed. And I just asked my husband, like, how was your day? And he goes, oh, it was the best day. It was so easy. I just sat on the roof all day. Weird. Again, that's weird, but not that common. Like, I asked a few questions, but not many. And he had talked about how, like, the kids loved it. They were, like, throwing snowballs at him. He said all the kids loved it except for one. One student did not look at him or acknowledge him. That's right. So I was just kind of, asking, like, oh, Rosie, how come? And she was just vague. And she's like, I don't know. It was just busy in our household. We moved on. About an hour later, I had to go to the grocery store, and I was in a super long checkout line. I was scrolling on social media, and all of a sudden, a photo pops up of my husband in an elf costume on the roof of the elementary school. Something about the visual, when I saw it, like, my face went red. And that's when it dawned on me, like, this is what Rosie was feeling all day. I could not get home fast enough to comfort my daughter. And I walked in the door, and I went to Rosie, and I said, Rosie, did it embarrass you? She just started crying. And this is when Rosie was in school, but my son, Peter, he was still in preschool. So he wasn't at the school yet because he would have loved it. Ever since this situation, my husband really does do a good job, just like keeping our kids in mind. Okay, now here's the photo.
This is your man.
Yes.
Look at the screen.
That's mine.